Ms. Livingston, you've petitioned this court for a DNA test on your 21-month-old daughter, Jordan, to prove to your now ex-husband, Mr. Livingston, that he is not Jordan's biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Livingston, you claim that the only reason your ex-wife is denying you are the father is because she desperately wants to have a relationship with her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Dorschlag, the man your ex-wife claims to be Jordan's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you're here today to prove that you are indeed Jordan's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
So Mr. Dorschlag is waiting in the hallway, and we will hear from him shortly. So, Ms. Livingston, why are you so adamant that Mr. Livingston is not your daughter's biological father?
Around the time of conception, I had sex with another man.
You did?
Yes, Your Honor.
But did you also have sex with Mr. Livingston?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why is it you believe that the other man is your child's father and not Mr. Livingston?
My daughter, when she was born, she looked a lot like Mr. Livingston. She had dark hair and, you know, she had some of his facial features, but as she got older, she got blonde hair. Neither Mr. Livingston nor I have blonde hair, but Mr. Dorschlag does. She started to look a lot like Mr. Dorschlag.
And so, Mr. Livingston, you say today that this is your biological child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are you so sure?
Because I was there through all of it. I was there through the doctor's appointments. I was there through the birth. Everything about that kid looks like me.
So take me back. When you found out you were pregnant, who did you tell, Ms. Livingston?
I told Mr. Livingston because we were seeing each other. We had just gotten engaged right before I found out I was pregnant. Like 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, we had gotten engaged. He proposed me with my class graduation ring. And then I had a dream that I was pregnant. And I told my mom, I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. She's like, Jay, you're probably not pregnant. Stress can cause, you know, symptoms.
And so ultimately you did find out you were
The
pregnant.
next day I found out I was expecting. I went to the health department that morning. I was like, I want to go to the health department. I want to find out for sure. And we found out we were 4.5 weeks pregnant. I looked at the pregnancy test when she told me it was positive, and I was like, I knew it.
When did the doubt begin to set in, and when were you informed about?
He knew before that there's a possibility because I was messaging Mr. Dorschlag on Facebook, and he told me that he thought that he was the father, but even if he wasn't, that I should leave Mr. Livingston and be with him. Let him be my baby daddy. And Mr. Livingston saw those messages on Facebook. Yes. And that was while I was
Only
6
after
months
I
pregnant.
had to go through her phone, through her Facebook app, to find out that she was planning on leaving me for him.
So you had no idea?
No, Your Honor.
You thinking you're in a marriage that's going well and you have a new baby?
Yes, Your Honor.
We hadn't had the baby yet, Your Honor. And no, I did not say I was going to leave Mr. Dorschlag. I said, I'm married, Jason. I married him. He is my child's father. That is what was said in the messages. I never once at that time told him that I was going to move to Tennessee with him.
There were several times throughout this whole time that she was planning on creating a relationship with him. They were talking about wanting to form a relationship.
So are you saying, Mr. Livingston, that at first, when you guys were engaged, she was okay with you being the biological father, but then she decided she wanted to be with Mr. Dorschlag, and then all of a sudden,
Yes, Your Honor.
she decided you were not the biological
Yes,
father?
Your Honor.
So you don't think this is about the DNA, but this is about who she wants to be with?
Yes, Your Honor. When after I got the divorce papers, she started telling me that there could be a possible opportunity that Jordan is not mine.
When you got the divorce papers?
Yes, Your Honor. I have the copy of the divorce papers right here.
Let me see that. So wait a minute. You all are married, the baby's born, and then you get a divorce right after?
No, Your Honor, that is not how it went.
Me and my sister, who's sitting right here, we were sitting on my couch. We were watching a movie at my mom and dad's house, and I hear a knock on the door. Well, it's a cop. He's coming to bring me the divorce papers, and then when he leaves, shortly after that, I get a phone call from my ex-wife over here, who tells me that there is a possibility that Jordan is not mine.
So you called him and said that, Miss Livingston?
Your Honor, I told him, yes, there was a possibility that Jordan was not his. Also, Your Honor, the reason I filed for the divorce is not so that I could be with Mr. Dorschlag. It's because I got a screenshot of a text message from my family member saying that he had asked for nude photos. From
a family member?
Yeah, from my family member.
Oh.
One that I am really close to. I had previously
Is that true, Mr. Livingston?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Do you believe you are this child's biological father?
Your Honor, in a way, I do believe it because of the eye color and the hair color of the kid. I have sat down and looked at my previous baby pictures and baby pictures of Jordan, and I have came to the conclusion that because of the hair color and the eye color, we do look similar.
That's exactly how I feel. I want Mr. Dorslag to be the father. I do, but
wanting and then coming
I am
to
not
paternity court to prove that he's the biological father. That's two different things.
I came to paternity court to find out who my daughter's biological father is because she has a right to know just like everybody else has a right to know. I don't want Michael raising my daughter if she is not his. If she is Jason's, he has a right to be her father. That is why I am here.
So what you're saying ultimately is you just hope he's the father.
Yes, that is exactly how I feel.
You don't believe beyond a doubt that he is.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
No, there is doubt.
Okay.
If that's the case, where's he been this whole entire time that she was pregnant and through the birth?
She said they've never lost contact. Mr. Dorschlag, have you been in
why has
baby
he not
Jordan's
been there,
life?
though?
I have not, Your Honor. I mean, I have talked to Judith about the whole situation. I've seen pictures of her. I've not actually seen her physically in person.
You have not?
No, he was living in Tennessee. He left soon after the conception time. He went back to Tennessee with his family. He found out I was pregnant when I was further along. Like when I posted on Facebook, he found out. We didn't talk about him being the father until it was summer, and he was like, well, is there a chance I'm the baby's dad? You know, you could always move out here and be with me and let me be your baby daddy.
So, Ms. Livingston, are you saying that he's not the biological father because you truly think
I don't know.
Mr. Dorschlag is?
I think that Mr. Dorschlag is my daughter's father because of how she looks now.
In the case of Livingston versus Livingston Dorschlag, pertaining to 21-month-old Jordan Livingston, and whether Mr. Livingston or Mr. Dorschlag is the biological father, it has been determined by this court. Her biological father is Mr. Livingston.
Yes.
Like I said, I didn't know for sure. I just wanted to know for sure. And I told Mr. Dorschlag I didn't know for sure. I said that sometimes I see similarities, but more I see similarities to him, and that's why I'm confused. I don't know where she got her blonde hair from.
I told everybody that daughter will always be mine, even if she wasn't proven to be mine.
And like
I
I
would
just
still
said-
step up and take care of her.
Any kid can have any color of hair. Any color of hair, it's in your DNA.
Are you two divorced or still married?
We are divorced.
You are.
As of May 26th of 2015.
Okay.
We were finalized.
Okay, well, listen. So now you understand you have two children together.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have to co-parent. Mm-hmm. And you want to be as involved as you possibly can.
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Livingston. Ultimately, you all are going to have to communicate. You are going to have to work together. So communication, cooperation, and commitment. 4 years ago, you had a one-night stand with the defendant, Ms. Davis, and today you're here to prove you didn't father her 3-year-old son, Charles. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Additionally, you are suing Ms. Davis for conversion. You claim she sold your 1994 Pontiac Firebird valued at $2,500 without your permission.
That's correct.
Ms. Davis, you are certain Mr. Williams is the father and claim he's denying your son to get out of his responsibility.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Williams, so why did you wait so long to get a DNA test?
I just found out about 3 months ago.
This child is 3 years old?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you just found out 3 months ago that you potentially could be this child's father?
Yes, Your Honor.
Explain.
I met Miss Davis about 4 years ago at a party atmosphere and everything. We partied, ended up spending the night together that night.
So it was, in your mind, a one-night stand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Did you use protection?
Because I was inebriated and it was 4 years ago, I'm not positive that I did use protection.
All right. Ms. Davis, I need you to take me back to this night and get to how this man is just finding out about this baby 3 months ago.
Okay, at the time I was in a relationship, so I was for certain that my boyfriend was my child father.
How did you get to the point where you got a boyfriend, but you're at this party and having a one-night stand with Mr. Williams?
We was broken up, but we wasn't. We was split it for a couple of days.
Okay.
And I was just mingling, and that's when I met Mr. Williams.
It's always on the break, Ron. Always the break. How are you so certain he's the father?
For one,
She's not. Can I submit this?
Yes, you may.
I noticed that he was a junior.
Ron, will you hand me that evidence, please?
He's a junior, but his birth father didn't sign the birth certificate. So that right there gave me a lot of suspicion.
The man was not for certain that he was my son's father.
Okay, so he refused because he had doubts as to whether or not he was truly the biological father.
Yes.
But you named him after him anyway.
Yes.
That's why I'm so suspicious about it, because I can only do so much as far as stepping up, as far as being proactive as an alleged baby daddy. You know what I mean? Like, what else can I do? If I'm already going to work, I'm already spending time with him, I've already relocated states because of, you know, the situation.
All right, let me get my calendar so I can understand this. So when was Charles Jr. born?
June 1st of 2013.
Okay. Now, when did you say you had intimate relationships with the plaintiff? When was that one night stand with Mr. Williams?
Around the ending of September going into October.
The end of September going into October. So this is Mr. Williams. All right. Now, anybody else? That's what I need to ask.
Yes, it was another man.
There was?
Yes.
So there was another man that you had sex with as well?
Yes.
During the window of conception?
Yes.
When was that?
The beginning of September.
So this calendar is full. I'm not understanding why you are so angry with him.
I'm not
let's be
angry
honest.
with Mr. Williams.
No, let's be honest though. The child's 3 years old. This man, in my estimation, has done a lot more than some men I've seen.
And I understand that, Your Honor.
To potentially be a part of this child's life. The mere fact that the car broke down in front of your mother's house is evidence to me, and you both testified to that, is evidence to me he was coming over there. Now you saying he was staying over there.
Yes.
Got it. So what's
With
wrong
her boyfriend.
with that?
She had a boyfriend at the time living there while I was there.
Miss Bryant, you are Mr. Williams' girlfriend?
Yes,
current
ma'am.
girlfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So do you or do you not believe this is Mr. Williams'
I don't
son?
believe it.
You
I
don't believe it?
Because they had took a test, a home kit test, that was supposed to be back in 2 days. Mrs. Davis told us it takes 2.5 weeks to get the test back. But on the box it said 2 days. She finally said she got the test back 2.5 weeks later, come on over here, come and get it. We're expecting to come over there and get a paper saying, hey, this is your son for Mr. Eddie Williams. She gives us a phony email address that is not even registered at all. When we put it in there, it says no account found. So it's no account under that name. So we call her back. She kind of has an attitude, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's it. That's what I tell you. You know, just kind of silly acting. Instead of, to me, if you are for sure that that is Mr. Williams' son, it ain't nothing to say, here you go. Here you go. I would have printed it off myself. I ain't gonna give you my personal information.
So you're saying she gave you account information?
Account information.
But
for what?
To get the results that
Ourselves.
she was given.
Correct.
So the account information, you got it. So it was what? An email address
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a
passport.
And a
It's
passport.
phony.
It has been determined by this court, Mr. Williams, you are the father.
Wow.
Is that joy?
yes, it is. Yes, it is, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Okay.
Because
No, I just want to make sure, because you know we don't do clowning.
I'm responsible enough
But
to take
is
care
that
of
joy that it is finally out?
Yes,
She lucked up.
yes, it is. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Wow.
it. And I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
Mr. Williams, how do you feel?
I'm a little irritated because now I have another child to deal with for 18 years, and I'm not talking about Charles, my son, but I'm excited because me and my son do have a connection already. So more about her happiness is gonna be his future, and that's what I'm focused on.
Good. I know you're gonna have a lot to deal with Miss Davis. You got a lot more growing up to do. And you're a little older than her.
That's correct.
But this is a lesson for you.
It is.
When you drunk at parties.
I don't drink anymore.
You know? I bet you don't.
Liar.
Ms. Jackson, you claim Mr. Williams is a good-for-nothing man who would rather ignore his responsibilities than take care of his 9-month-old daughter, Imani. You say the DNA test will prove Mr. Williams is your daughter's father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Williams, you claim you made a huge mistake by having a one-night stand with the plaintiff. You say Ms. Jackson is a promiscuous nuisance who is trying to ruin your life, and there is no way you are her child's father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Jackson, what do you mean by good-for-nothing man?
Mr. Williams knows this baby is his. He's been running for 9 months now.
So you say he's done nothing for the baby?
Nothing.
You haven't done anything, Mr. Williams?
No, Your Honor. This is not my baby. She knows she's sleeping around with other men, and she's trying to put a baby on me that's not mine, so...
She's beautiful.
Thank you.
So you just admittedly haven't done anything?
No, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Jackson, take me back. How did you all meet?
Well, me and Mr. Williams have been talking on social media on and off for about 2 years now, up until May 28th of 2016.
What happened on May 28th of 2016?
Well, that was Memorial Day weekend, Your Honor. I had been drinking, and so was Mr. Williams. He contacted me on Facebook, asked me what I was doing. I told him I was just chilling. He asked me, could he come through?
That's a lie, Your Honor. She contacted me on Facebook.
He contacted me on Facebook and asked me what was I doing. I told him I was just chilling. He said he was in the area. I told him to come through. So I got in the car with him. We went to talking, and one thing led to another. We had sex.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Did you use protection?
No, Your Honor.
Oh. So, you have sex? Is this a relationship that continued after that? Did you all say, well, this was nice. Let's go out on a date, maybe?
No,
at
Your
some
Honor.
point? No.
No, Your Honor.
What happened after that?
I was due for my cycle to come, and it didn't come. I have a tracker on my phone, which lets me know when my cycle is due. And so I reached out to Mr. Williams on Facebook to let him know that it was late. So he brushed me off and said he was gonna call me back, never called back.
So as you're trying to reach him to say, hey, we had unprotected sex, I found out I'm pregnant, you could be a potential father, he's blocking you on Facebook.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
you don't have his phone number.
No, Your
So
Honor.
what do you do?
I created a fake page.
Created a fake page.
Pages.
A fake page and reached out to him again.
Pages.
To let him know that I was indeed pregnant.
And did you ever get any response?
No.
So you were ignoring this?
Yes, fake pages, and I don't allow disrespect. You calling me about something and you disrespecting me, that's a no-no. And you creating all these fake pages and all these...
Wait, hold on. You got rules now after you done drove up to a girl's house and let her get in the car and y'all have a conversation for 2 seconds and then you sleep with her without protection and now you got standards? Come on now. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, after she started hitting me up on these fake pages, disrespecting me, talking about what I need to do, she kept saying, the baby ain't mature yet, and she talking about child support. I'm like, child support? And you just said you were pregnant? So she looking for a handout.
And so you felt like she was chasing you down about the baby because she needed support for the baby, and you felt like she was targeting you.
Yeah, she was targeting me, reason being, she stated that she had sex with another dude right the next day behind me. So, and then once she told me that, I said, why are you chasing me down about...
How did you find out she had sex with another man?
She told me.
What happened? Tell me the story.
She was like, Eric, I'm gonna be honest with you. I slept with another dude the next day right behind you without no protection. So once she stated that, I said, how you gonna put this on talking about this is my baby, and you talking about child support. And I told her, go to child support. Child support ain't gonna hurt a man who's gonna take care of this child, because I'm gonna take care of the responsibility of mine.
Part of that is not how that went.
So how did it go, Miss Jackson?
I called him, yes, and I did tell him that I was with somebody else.
The day after?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you didn't use protection?
No, Your Honor.
So did you tell this other man you were pregnant as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you tell this other man it could potentially be his baby as well?
No, Your Honor.
Did you put this other man on child support?
No, Your Honor.
So why is it you're choosing Mr. Williams?
Because this man hasn't gotten anyone pregnant and doesn't have any kids.
So Miss Jackson, when you went to the child support office, why is it you only put Mr. Williams' name on the paperwork? If you knew, in fact, this other man was a possibility and his family was involved with the child, why not also give the child support office the other man's name?
Because, Your Honor, I didn't tell the other family about Mr. Williams.
So wait, you are getting Mr. Williams in a legal situation because of your inability to own your own mistakes?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's not fair. See, these are the issues as a young woman you have to understand that perpetuates the cycle of paternity issues. Right?
Right.
Because I see too often men come in this courtroom saying, well, why she named me? It's not that they are not equally as at fault in the situation for having unprotected sex, but as the woman, you know that if you had sex with more than one man in a window of conception, you have at least the moral obligation to be truthful with the child support office about that.
A couple of months into my pregnancy, I had got a phone call from a friend asking me, did I see the post that Mr. Williams had posted on Facebook? I told her no. So we got off the phone, I went on Facebook, and I see he posted a baby shower invitation with him and another woman who was pregnant at the time.
So you had another woman pregnant at the same time Ms. Jackson was pregnant?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? This right here, this is just messy. It's messy. Now you got one woman pregnant. Yeah. So that means this rendezvous you had with Ms. Jackson is nothing new for you. You riding up on houses and having one night stand in cars and just making babies like they muffins.
Oh yeah, get around the city.
I want to have one son, Your Honor. I want to have one son.
When it comes to 9-month-old Amani Jackson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Williams, you are the father.
I told you. I told you. I told you.
You said you don't mind no child support, so we're not going to have any problems.
It won't have no problems.
Good.
I apologize for everything dealing with the situation at hand. I'll make sure I take my responsibility as a man and take care of money.
Good. And you have to understand, when you create a situation where you can potentially make a child, when the woman then is pursuing you and you are avoiding her purposefully, you are not just running from that woman. In that instance, you were running for your own child. And Miss Jackson, that behavior, Miss Jackson, running around having sex, anybody tell you you cute and you letting them pull your, No, you better than that.
I am.
And you're a mother. Yes. And you don't want Amani running around in men's cars, letting them pull her pants down, do you?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Right?